Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Pedalboards of News. This week we've got a couple of new pedals from TC Electronics. We've got a new amp in a box sort of thing from Amplifier. And we've got an amp from Friedman that's not quite what you expect. Before we start, let me say, if you like what you see, you like us bringing you news, you like the videos that we bring you and all the content we bring in every week, then like and subscribe to the video. If you don't have to. It's all good. But let's move on. So, TC, what have they done? So, you have yet another rat. This is not the year of the rat, but it really is the year of the rat, isn't it? So we've had Siren Screams from TateFX. We've had the Ratsbane from Wampler, which we brought to you a few weeks back. We've also had the Little Rat 2 from Proco, you know, the original creators of the rat. And I think that was it the Iron Horse? I can't remember. Anyway, we've now got the Magus Pro. Now, this isn't the first Magus that TC has launched, and the first one was in their, I forget what they're called, smorgasbord lineup. But this is actually an evolution of that. Some cool facts. Okay, you got your standard rat controls. So you've got your filter, your volume, your gain. And then we've also got a three-way switch, and the three options on there are Fat, Classic and Turbo. So they will adjust the tone accordingly. I think one of them is an LED clipping, for instance, so that'll be much louder, much more amp-like. Looks really good. These are going to be $59. I don't know what that's going to be in the UK, but $59. Really cool thing is apparently they will include an LM308 chip. That's pretty cool. You know, not a lot of rats out there that are actually coming with an LM308. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Really good price. That is going straight up against Proco. Now, following on from that, they've also released the Sky Surfer, which, unlike the previous pedal, is a complete disappointment. All they've done is rehoused a pedal they previously had in the smorgasbord thing. So they've just changed the box, made it a little bit smaller. And, you know, they're making out like it's a new pedal. It's not. You know, it was one of the least liked pedals from the smorgasbord range. And my message to TC is, we know you can do better than this. You guys are amazing at what you do. Come on. We're sitting here waiting, TC. We want you to bring amazing new products out. So, like, the Plethora was a really good product. More of that. More of that. Less of rehousing old products. Come on. You can do it. Right, let's go on then. Atomic Amplifier. Now, what's interesting within the last few years is we've had things like the HX Stomp and the GT1000 Core and the Strymon Iridium. Not the same as the previously mentioned ones, but one thing they all have in common is they will behave like an amp. So you can use them and send them straight to front of house. You can send them off to a cab, these sort of things. And that's great. But for a lot of people, it's not quite there, because the GT1000 and the Helix have all these menus. They have a lot built into them that many people won't use. People like myself love it. Yeah, absolutely adore the GT1000 Core. It's amazing. That will be a staple on my board for years to come. However, Strymon Iridium, on the flip side of it, just had the amps and the cabs, but it didn't have any effects built into it. So the Atomic Amplifier Firebox, so Amplifier Box 2, kind of sits in there nicely. So this isn't the first attempt they've done at this, but this looks really good. It doesn't have any menus on it, so it's like the Strymon Iridium, but it does have effects and that built into it. If you want a deep dive, there's an app for it. I don't know if it's a phone app or if it's for your laptop and your computer and these sort of things. So you can deep dive into it, but essentially everything you want is on the front of the pedal. There's a fancy little control on it as well, whereas if you hold down one of the foot switches, you will lock the whole pedal, so if something gets knocked, it doesn't matter, which is really nice. Yeah, it looks really, really good. You can upload your own IRs into it. It's $399. So it's a little bit expensive when you consider it to what else is on the market, and that you could go out and get maybe a HX Stomp or something for around that sort of price, and get a lot more. But obviously that comes with all the menus like we said. So if you want something that's simple, and Atomic make really good sounding gear. I know people have gigged with that stuff for years. This could be a winner for you. Maybe not you, but maybe you. Right, Friedman, what have they done? So they've made a transistor amp. That doesn't sound very exciting, does it? When I first saw this, I was a bit underwhelmed, let's say. It's a mini BE, or a BE mini if you like. It's 30 watts transistor. Doesn't think it's going to get very, very loud. But watching the videos, hearing Dave Friedman talk about it, effectively what they've done is they've taken the circuit that was in the great pedals, so the PBOD pedals, and they've put it into the amp with a bit more control, and then they've put it into a Class D power amp that they really like. Apparently it gets really quite loud, which is great. I've been using the Victory pedals, which do have valves in them, but they have a Class D power amp and they get really loud. They are rated at a much higher wattage though. So let's go through the stats. You got volume, 3-band EQ. The mid of the 3-band EQ is active, which is the same as the pedals, which means you get a cut and a boost on it. Has an effects loop built in. Friedman are known for having really good effects loops, so hopefully that's carried over into this. You've got 3 different gain options. So you've got a switch that says cut, and you can change the amount of gain that's on it. So you've obviously got a gain control as well. It's a wooden box, which apparently Dave Friedman was adamant about. He wanted it to be in a wooden box. You've also got a tight switch on it as well, which does the same thing as putting a TS9 into your amp as well, so it tightens up the low end. Very, very nice. Not badly priced as well. It's got to be the cheapest Friedman amp out there by far. It's $329 and £319. It's bloody good. Yeah, I quite like it. Let me see if there's anything I've missed there. Sounds huge. No valves. Nope, not missed anything. So look, that's been the news this week. Like I say, like and subscribe if you like what we bring to you. You get the same as this every week. Sometimes we do some specials like last week. See you soon. Bye-bye.